Hello everybody, VW here. I got a little project. I picked up a couple of these Fenu. I don't know how you pronounce it here. I'll show you what the word is. Fanaue company. Off of Amazon. They make these rails. This is an M-Lock ARCA rail. They have them in key mod as well. They're a little harder to find in key mod if you still have some old key mod stuff, but the M-Lock is pretty available. They're pretty inexpensive for what they are, and if you don't know what they are is exactly that. They're a rail that allows you to mount things to an ARCA rail mount that's common on a lot of tripods. So this one is a 9.45 inch one, Fanaue, and they're pretty nice. They're pretty solid for what they are. They've got stop bolts. They come with extra stop bolts, so you can put them in the other end, and you can put them along the way if you want them closer together or you want to limit movement. This is just a stop, so if your mount gets loose, your item won't slide off. Can't slide off all the way. It gets stopped by those bolts. So they all have that. Nothing special for these guys. But I've been adding these to a couple of different rifles. My tripod, my main tripod is a death grip that I've changed the head over. You've probably watched the video. If you haven't, it's in my playlist. And we mounted it over to a ball head. Really nice a ball head that I also got off of the Amazon, and it makes it a whole lot nicer. I can still use my clamp because the bottom of the clamp is set up for ARCA, which is pretty neat. So you can go back to what you had. Anyway, this field stock, MDT field stock, I want to add it to this. But part of the problem with the project is it's not just a simple bolt-on. Otherwise, why would I do a video, right? It's got just a couple of M-Lock slots. And what I've done on this one is I've already installed a pick rail, which we're going to take off. And we're just going to put the M-Lock on. But you see, there's no slots down here. And this is your point where the rifle will sit, or clamp. Otherwise, you clamp it way out here, you're going to have a lot of weight in the back. A lot of stress on your ball. You want to get it as close to center as you can, so you want it up in here, right up in front of the trigger guard, in front of the magazine. But there's no way to mount it there, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of customizing, and I'm thinking I got to take these two bottom screws off, and I'll show you that. And that's what this video is going to be about. So let's get this apart. Let's get going on this. I think I can show you all this because we're not talking about a firearm, we're talking about a piece of metal. And I'll show you how I'm going to alter this and what we're going to do to make this work. This is just where it's going to go. So I will spin this rail off camera. Let me get set up here with how I want to do it, and we'll come back. Stand by. Okay, I got a little bit of poor lighting here, so I apologize, but I'll show you better in a few minutes. Anyway, so what we've got here is we've got these 4 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got what, 6 on here. We want it to come all the way back down here, so I've got to eliminate these slots and these posts that center things up down here. Those all got to come off so it's flat. The ones why the screws are going to stay because they engage. So if we put this on as best we can here, I can use all 4 of those screws, and these ones here are going to need to be ground out. You can see the gap there. And the reason for that gap is because of those posts. So I gotta have to grind those out so that I can get this to fit flush. So that's what I'm going to show you here. I'm going to use a file, and I'm going to use a high-speed grinder. So I'm going to put you in speedy mode and get this thing taped up so we can protect it a little bit. Try not to make a mess out of it, although we're going to be grinding on the bottom. So if we do slip up and make some scratches, it can be repaired with some paint, and it's going to be hidden because it's going to be sandwiched between the stock. So stand by. All right, I got it in the vise. I put it in some padded jaws, clamped it in. This is going to be plenty sturdy to grind off these two little posts here and then these three larger. We try and get it as nice as we can. I'm going to add a little bit of tape on the sides to protect out there, so that's where if we do have any mishaps, it's going to be seen. So I'm going to get some tape on there, and I'm going to use a angle grinder with a flap wheel. This is a beat flap wheel, but I think it's going to be enough to take this off because we don't want to go too aggressive. But we'll see. If I've got to go more, I got a brand new one I can put on. And there we go. A little bit, still a little bit high right there. I got a little bit more, but these are all really good. So let's hit that again here really quick. I just felt that with my finger. Pardon the noise. I just did a little bit of brake cleaner here on a rag because of that gum. I didn't think about the heat that was created. It wasn't hot to the touch heat, but it was enough to melt the glue in that Gorilla Tape. And that caused it to, there we go. So, we got this cleaned off. We'll do a trial fit, and then I'll come back and I'll put some finish on there. But this is aluminum, so the worst it'll do is oxidize a little bit. But stand by, I'll change the angle. Here we go. These should tighten up really good. And they seem to grab pretty good. I had to back them off a little bit because this M-Lock plastic stock is a little bit thicker than the aluminum, but there was enough there, and I felt it grab pretty good. And this has Loctite in the screws already, blue Loctite, so you shouldn't have a problem with this backing off. Like I said, I've bought 3 or 4 of these shorter ones, and they've worked out really good. A mark on there from the glue, but there we go. And I've got a full length rail. Let's get it on the tripod and see how it works. All right, that's going to be tremendous. Bolts right on there, slides right on nice. Let me show you that a little bit up close. So on the back side over here, I've got just a thumb screw to tighten and loosen this. Here's your main ball. This is all for the ball mount. You just drop it on, tighten the screw up, and there you go. And you can put it wherever you want. I can come way out here if I really want to. The ball will hold it. You know, the ball will hold it, but it's a lot of stress on it. You know, it's a lot of stress on that ball with that way out there like that. So there's no need for that, unless you're going to be doing something where you want to be that far away from your tripod, and then you can loosen things up so that you can manipulate and move it and, go where you want. But ideally you want to be more balanced. Slide it forward. Now this one here can't slide off because of the rifle, and here's where those studs in the front, it won't slide off. So if you get out of hand, you can add screws. In the kit they give you 2 more screws. You can add them wherever you want. So if you want to lock it in closer, you never want to get out there, you can do whatever you want. They give you 2 Allen wrenches, and the other 2 big screws are the ones we took out. So they give you 2 small screws for the stop screws in here and 2 Allen wrenches. But put it in that position there or thereabouts. That's your best point for center for balance of the weight. And there you go. You're on your tripod. I use this thing all the time, this tripod. And I use it for cleaning the gun here in the gun room, and I use it out in the field. I haven't used it for big game, although I would love to start, but most of my big game is stand hunting, so I don't really need it. But occasionally when I'll go in a blind or something, I'll take it, and it works really well. I do use it for varmint hunting where I'm walking around, but I haven't done that very much in the past few years with my bum leg. But there you go, just a quick video on this awesome rail mount. Like I said, it's I believe it's under 30 beans. You can get shorter ones for like 1/3 of that, and really short ones for probably close to half of that. Available on Amazon, be at your house in a couple days, and they work really good. If you got M-LOK, it's the way to go. If you don't have M-LOK, you're going to have to do some custom work, which would involve grinding off like you saw what I do there, and then bolting it to your stock, which isn't incredibly hard. You watched me do it, so I'm sure you can do it too. But there you go, just a quick rail mount that's not so standard, and it's plenty solid. That's plenty solid. I was a little worried, but I was able to retain four of the mounting screws, 4 of the 6, and that little bit that's there, it's got plenty of rigidity. It's going to be fine. There you go. All right, look for this on the field, in the range. God bless. CW out.